E aí pessoal, beleza? Sou o Alex, bem-vindos a mais um vídeo dessa vez. Pessoal, tô trazendo aqui mais um vídeo de primeira meia hora. Faz tempo que eu não trago, hein, gente. Dessa vez, pessoal, tô trazendo aqui o vídeo mostrando o Call of Juarez Gunslinger, que é um game aí que você é um cowboy, tem umas pistolas, umas armas loucas aí, umas espingarda e pá, não sei o que lá, e você é foda. Bom, vamos lá. Pra quem não sabe, o game ele vai contar uma história. Vamos clicar aqui rapidinho. O game vai contar uma história de um homem, né, que estava, se não me engano, ajudando seu amigo, alguma coisa assim. Bom, daí vai contar algumas coisas que aconteceu com ele. Vai contar algumas histórias aí do que aconteceu com ele. Então vamos lá. Vamos iniciar aqui no normal e vamos ver o que vai dar. E qualquer coisa aí é só vocês lerem ali que vai estar embaixo a dublagem.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
What are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Ok, então vocês viram ali, né, que ele vai começar a contar a história aí de... A história dele, né, que ele é o Silas, e ele vai contar a sua história do primeiro homem aí que ele caçou, né, que ele foi atrás aí, porque ele já foi um caçador de recompensas, ele não é mais. Então vamos lá, vamos ver aí o que vai dar.
It was about 30 years ago.
Antes, rapidinho, eu dei uma pausada aqui somente pra aumentar o áudio, porque eu acho que vai estar muito baixo aí. Deixa assim, mais ou menos.
Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs.
Ok, vamos lá então, né?
I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Ok, quando a gente apertar O vai aparecer um objetivo aonde a gente tem que ir, ó. Se a gente apertar a letra U, a gente consegue ver aqui, ó, onde a gente tá upando as nossas coisas, tá ligado? Tipo, aqui eu upei a minha arma, então vamos ver o que vai dar, né?
Missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Ok, aqui é a nossa arma. Se a gente apertar aqui, ó, o 1, 2, 3, 4, a gente consegue ter mais opções aí de armas, mas daí vai aparecer mais pra frente ali. Vai ter a granada não, a dinamite, né, a espingarda e tal.
Shoot that son bitch!
Ok. Tá aí, falou que, tipo, dependendo do jeito que a gente
Was
mata a
it Pat
pessoa...
Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah.
Dependendo do jeito
I heard
que,
the shots and
do
I
jeito
knew
que
I
a
had
gente
to
mata
move
as pessoas,
fast.
aí a gente vai ganhando XP, né, um XP bom.
Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
They're coming from the
I
rear!
decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit.
Ok, se a gente
So
apertar aqui,
that's
vai
just what I
mostrar
did.
essa parada aí em cavalo. Vamos se esconder aí.
There's one behind us!
Deixa ele ficar... Isso,
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Ô, louco, errei. Caraca, vou me esconder aqui. Eu não gosto de usar duas armas, eu gosto de usar uma arma só. Eu acho que é bem melhor. Porque dá pra mirar dessa forma aqui, com mais de uma arma, olha só. Você não consegue mirar dessa forma, fica meio estranho. Vou pegar aqui a munição deles, né? Aqui no começo, gente, na primeira vez que vocês jogar vai ter uma coisinha que vocês catar. Eu já catei porque eu já joguei ele, né?
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
These some bitches running!
Bota a cabeça aí no fundo também. Eita, não acertei o pouco dele. Aí. Estamos quase upando aí de novo, hein?
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Eu vi esse tiro, velho.
You think you can kill me
Cadê?
too?
Toma no fogo. Vamos pegar a munição deles aqui.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
Eita, perceberam que quando anda às vezes dá uma...
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Ok. Toma no fogo.
Where'd he go?
Errei. Feitei, velho. Eita. Mano, deixa eu parar de mirar assim de pertinho, velho. Tem uma fogo lá. Cadê o outro? Ah, tá aqui. Tem mais alguém? Não tem mais ninguém? Olha o barril ali pra estourar. Mais pontinhos aí pra gente com esses barris estourados, hein?
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming! Watch your flank!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo. It was a bit of a slog,
Ok, esse
but I finally
tutorial
fought
aqui,
my way
velho,
around
é
the back
muito
of the
da hora,
house.
só que o cara não para de falar, ele é muito bocudo.
And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear.
Ok,
I
aqui
passed
também,
Dirty
gente, se
Dave,
vocês entrarem...
and upstairs I
Cala a boca,
found
pouco.
Billy and Charlie Bolden.
Meu Deus, velho, se vocês entrarem aqui, vocês vão ver aqui mais ou menos, eu acho que vai ser aqui. Mas outra coisa que eu acho que é da coleção pra você catar, sei lá, alguma coisa assim. Então vamos lá, vamos conhecer agora aqui o Billy.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo! Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Billy's worth $500
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Vou recarregar aqui. A gente upou aí mais um nível, então vamos lá. minutinho, adicionei aqui mais uma coisinha também.
That's when Charlie got hit. They're catching us in a crossfire, shouted Billy. Get to the other side.
Oh my god, olha só. Vamos recarregar um pouquinho aqui no sala. Caraca, que sequência de HS foi essa, hein? Eita, errei esse tiro, velho.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a gallon, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention. Who directed that order is me. And I thought, why the hell do I have to do it?
Make a run for it! Those poor sons of bitches are
Many
done
would have
for.
fled in my place.
Ok, né?
But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack is just joshing with you now.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Então vamos lá.
Making my way past a passel of fallen thorns.
Ok, upamos aqui mais um nível. Vamos melhorar já aqui rapidamente, né? Eita, velho, falei antes que eu não sei mirar direito. Olha só, dessa vez assim. Certo, Alex? Ainda peitei o cara, olha só que burro que eu sou.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
Então vamos lá. Cara, é muito da hora fazer isso daqui, ó. Não, vamos tirar com essa aqui, tem mais munição. Ah, eu sou o mesmo pra acertar as galinhas. Toma.
After the fight, maybe we could treat ourselves to some
Caraca,
fried
velho.
chicken.
Toma esse meu grau aí, ó. Toma. Dança. Pra dançar. Dança. Velho, isso aqui é muito irado, cara. Bom, vamos lá.
And
Agora
that's
vai
when
com-
I met
Agora vai
Sheriff
acontecer aí
Pat Garrett.
I read that you
duelo.
went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Vai ter aí esse duelo aí. Só que na verdade não foi isso que aconteceu na história, então ele vai voltar e vai contar aí certinho o que aconteceu na realidade, né?
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Ok, vamos lá então.
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful says? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
Porque quando ele conheceu não foi esse duelo não. Ó, as galinhas, as galinhas. Vamos lá.
And stepped inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Bom, missão cumprida aqui, né? Ok. Olha só, velho, tive até que uma velocidade boa aqui, o meu foco foi bom também. Ok. Vamos lá então. Vamos continuar aqui.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
Agora eu vou contar que ele prendeu.
And the kid surrendered? When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
Como o Billy é muito esperto, né? Ele vai escapar. O Billy é foda. E com essa escapatória dele aí, a gente também vai conseguir fugir da prisão onde a gente parou, né?
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after. He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too.
Ok, aí ó. A gente cata a chavezinha.
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Gente, se eu não me engano, peraí, se vocês virem para cá e entrar ou aqui, ou vai ter outra, vamos ver, eu acho que ele mesmo, se vocês entrarem ali vai ter outra coisinha pra vocês catar, que se não me engano vai ser o chapéu.
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Bob Ollinger Shotgun. É o nome da shotgun, eu acho.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Ok, então é pra gente fugir pelo telhado. Caraca, velho. Eu tô errando tirando conta desse parça aí. Como ele chama, ele deve liberar.
The kids escaped raised a huge ruckus. Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. Guards were everywhere looking for it.
Agora tem uns par de caras seguindo a gente.
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
Ok.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever going to find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there.
Vamos achar lugar bom pra descer. Ai. Aqui.
I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Ok, vamos lá.
You! But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
Com essa arma não tem como você dar HS muito bem, ela é muito ruim, cara. Então, essa daqui, ó, é só bola na boca.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and color. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Olha a bala com ele, velho. Olha os caras parados.
Get your headstone! There's children here.
Ai, pera, deixa eu correr aqui.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground.
Aqui, né?
I knew I needed to find a hole. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
Isso é muito da hora pra ele. Uma coisa... Ah, tem outro barril aqui. Uma coisa bem da hora pra ele. Eita, eu fiquei muito perto do barril.
You won't get away with this.
You're threatening the lives of innocent people.
Ok, vamos ver se tem munição pra gente. Vamos fugir daqui.
Damn town's going to hell in a
Esse aqui.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Velho, eu errei. Mano, eu vou matar, pera. Caraca, eu apertei a letra A, velho. Do que eu tinha? Eu acabei de apertar a letra A. Nossa, Alex do céu. Vamos lá.
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
Isso, garoto.
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy, and all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them. The only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
Bom, já que eu upei mais um nível, vamos upar aqui agora.
Arm yourself! How the hell did he get away? Tell us!
Deixa eu esconder aqui que é melhor pra mim. Aí, nossa, tem bastante chance. Eu tenho que matar um só ali ainda, velho.
I'll flank it!
Nossa, eu esqueço de quando chegar perto eu posso apertar F, mas é mais da hora matar na arma, né, velho? Ai, eu cheguei muito perto dele. Vai ter que tomar na costela mesmo, ele virou de costas pra mim.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
E vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá.
killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was...
Velho, os personagens desse jogo falam muito.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
Ok, agora a gente vai estar em outra parte onde nós vamos encontrar alguns cowboys fora da lei, assim, tá ligado? Que vão estar atacando um localzinho aí com algumas pessoas que, se eu não me engano, eram inocentes, né? Mas eu não tenho muita certeza. Depois vai chegar uma
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There!
I did my best to help those poor passengers. Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on, were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force.
Vai ficar tipo dropando gente de todo lugar toda hora.
See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo. I knew he was with the
Nossa, eu não apertei a
cowboys.
letra D. Ô louco, era pra não ter segurado a letra D aí. Ter me escondido. Eu quero usar mais a pistola porque ela tem mais munição do que a espingarda. E a espingarda não seria tão bom pra usar agora, mas esquece, vai.
See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks.
Eita, tem mais ali. Ai, agora desse lado.
I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
Vai, Não tava conseguindo acertar.
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men.
Tá vendo que aqui tá fechado, né, gente? Vocês avisam aí,
I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim. Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament. I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this? I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven. I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition.
Calma aí, que a gente upou, eu esqueci de upar isso daqui. Então vamos continuar.
Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know.
Ok, vamos lá então. Temos um objetivo. Vamos ver. A gente ainda não conseguiu uma coisa aí que vocês...
And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables.
Na verdade, eu acho que eu não vou mostrar. Eu vou estar acabando o vídeo por aqui, porque deu mais de 30 minutos já. Velho, colocar um vídeo de 30 minutos no YouTube é meio pesado e é meio demorado. Então eu vou estar acabando o vídeo por aqui, gente. Espero que vocês tenham gostado aí desse vídeo. Se você gostou, deixa o seu like. Se ajudando na divulgação, e até a próxima.
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Ok, agora vamos só mostrar isso daqui. Então foi isso aí. Valeu. Falou.